Hi, everybody. Good Friday night to you. Welcome inside the gym at Bush High School, where we got a great 26A battle, that is to say District 26A battle between the homestanding Broncos and the George Ranch Longhorns. George Ranch, in its first year in District 26A, is going for a playoff spot. Bush is trying to reach out and grab that fourth playoff spot, and it really comes down to this game. It is a de facto playoff game here on VypeFortBend.com. So glad you're with us. VypeFortBend.com basketball coverage is brought to you tonight by Xfinity. With the X1 Sports app, get up-to-the-minute scores, stats, and standings right on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. By First Tire and Automotive. Make sure your vehicles are in shape for the wintertime. First Tire and Automotive has 4 great locations. First Colony, Greatwood, Katy Cinco Ranch, and also in Sugar Land on Eldridge Road, the original location. All 4 of those locations are open for you on Saturdays. So we'll be back with the Countdown to Tip-Off show. I'm Roger Smith. My partner is Patrick Kinnick. He'll be bringing you the play-by-play tonight. And we will visit with the first-year head coach of the George Ranch Longhorns, Brian Henry, when we continue on VypeFortBend.com.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas. Requires Xfinity TV with X1.
Welcome to the Countdown to Tip-Off show. It's a very important basketball game for George Ranch and the Bush Broncos, each team wanting to claim that fourth and final playoff spot. It's time to talk to Brian Henry, the first-year coach of the Longhorns. First of all, happy that you got the job. How has it been in this crazy year?
Oh, thanks a lot. It's been one of those years, everybody has to go through the obstacles with the COVID and just adjust, learning how to adjust to things on the fly. But I'm just very grateful for the opportunity, and just each day, each journey, and each trial, just try to overcome it.
So what is at stake specifically? What does your team have to do? Is it a matter of you must win this game to be in the playoffs, period?
Yes, it's one of those games right here. We have to take care of it. This fourth spot is very critical. Tough district, and this is what it comes down to. So my guys are focused and ready to go to play.
Is there any scenario where you and Bush might have to play one more game against each other sometime next week?
Yes, there's a possibility of us playing again once, because they have one more game as well against Ridgepoint. By winning tonight, we don't have to go through that process, but things do happen, and we can see them again once if they were able to beat Ridgepoint on the next game.
All right, so let's talk about the players for your ball club that have to do the job tonight if they're going to get a win in a place where it is very tough to win, right here at Bush.
Yes, it's going to be a collective effort, but we have a great leadership cast in Maury Limerick, Julian Kemper, Stephen Woods, as well as Sosa and Jaden Garrett and Zion Harper. A lot of those guys was on the team last year, so they have that experience, and it's going to have to be done on both sides of the court. We have to execute and take each possession one at a time and just do our best.
What a year, the first year for you, the first year that George Ranch has competed in 26A, and it's coming right down to the wire just like we knew it probably would. There's so much quality in this district.
Oh, yes. I'm grateful every night, the opportunity we get to great competition, see the guys battle on both sides of the floor. Great experience, and just bringing a camaraderie for the guys. And each night they know they have to really be on their A game and be able to adjust and execute when need be.
Appreciate it, Coach Henry. Our first visit with you, and know there will be many more in games to come.
Thank you for having me.
All right, we'll be back, and we'll talk to Brandon Gay, head coach of your Bush Broncos, when we continue on VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires, or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Welcome back to the Countdown to Tip-Off show. It's Bush against George Ranch, and it's not playoffs like we had last night with the girls, Dulles and Katie, but it is going to be playoff intensity. And let's talk to Brandon Gay. First of all, Coach Gay, let's talk about what's going to happen if your team wins, and then what your team would need to do if they don't get the win tonight.
In order for us to make the playoffs, we need to win tonight, and we need to win the next game against Ridge Point. If we lose tonight, probably won't make the playoffs. So, need to win.
And the Ridge Point game is scheduled for Monday, but I guess you already know it's not going to be played Monday. Is that true?
Yeah, it's canceled for now. We'll have a meeting and try to figure out when we can reschedule it.
Okay, very good. Now, you know, I kind of preface a lot of my questions that I ask of coaches. I say I'm a layman. I don't come anywhere close to understanding the things that you do about what goes into winning basketball games. But when I watched your team early, I just felt like they are going to figure this out because they have such great height and length. And I remember when you were down early against Dulles, but you came back for a double-digit win, very convincing, and since then you've been playing a lot better. Did I have at least some of it right?
Yeah, I mean, it's a struggle, right? This year has been crazy. I think, what are we, 8-8 right now? That's 16 games. In a normal season, we've already been playing 16 games before Christmas. Going to some tournaments, playing a couple games a day. That helps you figure out your team. That helps our team figure out each other. Now, it's different because you never know. We got hit with quarantine twice this year, and it's tough when you can't do anything for 2 weeks, and then you pop up and you got one practice and 3 games, or one practice then 4 games. So, it's the nature of the beast this year. 2020 and 2021 have been tough years, but we just got to persevere and try to figure it out.
I just look at, the fact that you lost your first 4 district games and lost to Austin, which I just don't think would happen if the Broncos of February were to play Austin again. And so what made the difference after those first 4 games in district play?
We didn't quit. We knew it was coming. We got a young ball team. Only had 2 kids coming back with some varsity experience. Some younger kids that played freshman or JV, and they knew how to play. They just don't know how to win. So we knew eventually we would get it in the gear and we'd figure it out. It's not what we want it to be for sure, but it's better, and we're playing a little bit better. We're gonna have to play some defense tonight and rebound basketball. If we do that, we got a pretty decent chance.
And you control your own destiny. Just take care of business against George Ranch tonight, and you're in good shape. But I know you don't want to make this about the ceremony, but senior night is a very important time, and it's a real privilege to get to see all these different senior nights. And when I think about what goes into every young man or young lady's career, all the sacrifices that have to be made by the athlete and by the parents and the support system, all those trips, a lot of money invested, a lot of injuries they had to work through. What can you say about the class of 2021 for the Broncos?
It's a good group, man. They've been here for 4 years. They played on all levels. I think Brandon Love is the only 2-year letterman, but we got kids that played sophomore, freshman B, freshman A, and JV last year. So they've been through the whole ringer of our program. They understand what we want and what we expect out of them. So it's great because, you know, they've done all of that. Their parents have been supportive. They're still here, and they want to be here, and that's all we ask.
And you know something else? I had the privilege of meeting DJ's and Donovan's mom. You know, she's getting everything all pretty for senior night. And I said, does Donovan have any little brothers? And the answer was no. And I hung my head. I was very disappointed to hear that.
Yeah, we're gonna miss the Stewarts. They've been good to the basketball program, and they've been really good kids at our school, at Bush High School. So the Stewarts will definitely be missed. But like I said, with all of the seniors, Cameron Harris, Brandon Love, Rafu, and Rodney Armstrong, all of them will be missed, and we really do appreciate what they've done for us and what they will continue to do. Our goal is to make young men, become successful men, not just successful basketball players. So they go off and they do their thing, and then they come back and they tell us about the joys that they have in life and the thanks and the congratulations that we helped them with.
That's what it's all about. Thank you, Coach K.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Good luck tonight against George Ranch, and we will return with the tip-off. Patrick Kinnick will have the play-by-play for you on this very, 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 very chilly Friday night. And next week, they say, is going to be even colder. But that's why James Naismith, the good doctor, invented this game of basketball. We'll be back. George Ranch and the Bush Broncos. And for the Broncos, a playoff spot is on the line. It might as well be a playoff game. We'll be right back.
GetAGreatGig.com presents Gary Horn of HornSolutions.net on the most important factors in starting a business.
Number one, where will you get the necessary capital? 2, you will probably not make money for some period of time. Prepare a conservative model of expected cost and revenues. 3, are you willing to work long hours for no pay and make sure all employees are paid?
For more free career and job search advice, log on to GetAGreatGig.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn, CEO of Horn Solutions. Our team of experienced accounting, finance, and IT professionals have delivered solutions to Houston businesses for over 3 decades. Our project group provides services ranging from assisting with mergers, acquisitions, and integrations to interim staffing. Our executive search group provides full-time placements for accounting, finance, and IT positions. Let Horn Solutions help you meet the challenges your company faces. Visit hornsolutions.net.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, airmen and all-stars, players and presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
First Tire Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires, or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Welcome back inside Bush Gymnasium, and we've got 2 teams, we've got 3 officials, and I think we have everything that we need for a basketball game. We also have enough for the broadcast because Patrick Kinnick is here. Welcome in, and how long did you let your car warm up before you left home this morning?
Well, I could have done a little bit of that. It felt like you could do that. One good thing about today's game, Roger, tonight's game, is that we are playing it indoors. What a beautiful gymnasium we have here, and there's no wind and there's no 30-degree temperatures here inside the gym.
Well, right you are, and also it's very unusual for Houston. I happen to have the day off. It's a little bit of a school calendar anomaly involving Alief Independent School District. We were going to have the whole week off, but as it turned out, we've had Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But you not only have to warm up your car in the morning, you could go out there in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And if it's been sitting there for a few hours, you have to spend just as much time warming it up because it's just as cold this afternoon today as it was right after the sun came up.
It sure did not warm up a whole lot today, did it? It was chilly, cold all day today, and then as you mentioned earlier, we got a few days ahead of us where it's going to get even colder. Imagine that.
Now, if we're indoors, generally we don't talk about the weather, but there's a reason we have to this time, Patrick, and that is, well, we had the first night of the girls' playoffs, and it was very successful for the teams from Fort Bend ISD as they went 2 for 4 in their Class 6A games, but also a good night for the teams from Lamar Consolidated. They won all 3 of their playoff games, their playoff openers, and Angleton won the other one. So teams from Houston ISD's Class 23-5A were completely swept out by the teams from 24-5A, that being Foster, Fulshire, Lamar Consolidated, and also Angleton. But the thing is, I was rounding up some information about when those teams are going to play their second round game, and also trying to figure out what we're going to do with boys' games next week. Well, guess what? We can't blame COVID-19 this time,
not this
but
time.
weather is going to play havoc with what we're going to do next week, because we're not sure which school districts are going to play on Tuesday. I know that at least Cy-Fair ISD, if I heard it right on the radio, Cy-Fair ISD says no extracurricular activities of any kind Monday or Tuesday. And so that means if Cy Ridge wins its girls' playoff opener tonight against Houston Heights, then Ridge Point will not be able to play Cy Ridge on Tuesday night. They'll have to wait until Wednesday. There's so many things that have to be rescheduled, and we thought we kind of had it down, and weather this time intervenes. And you know what'll probably happen, Patrick? The weather won't be nearly as bad as they forecast that it will be.
And you could have played them after all and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But you're used to this schedule shuffling, Roger. You've been doing it all year with the football and basketball. I remember a couple of weeks you had things all lined up and ready to go, and only to have to make a few changes and switch the whole schedule around. So
yeah,
you're kind of used to that. Not that you want to go through it again, but here it is again, I guess. Due to the weather.
We just got to do what Stevie Winwood told us to do musically back in the 80s. Roll with it, baby.
That's right. Yep.
That's a good song, by the way, although my favorite by Stevie Winwood. And by the way, George Ranch got here a little bit late, folks, and that's why we haven't started the game yet. That's why Patrick and I have on our tap shoes, and we're just killing time here. But my favorite song by Stevie Winwood was Valerie.
That actually is a pretty good song, yeah. I think I like that one better than Roll With It.
But, of course, the life-changing song might be Bring Me a Higher Love.
Well,
that's a good one, too.
That is actually a pretty good song, yeah. You got a good memory, Roger, to pull those out. That's pretty good. Now, I was listening on the way over here. Since we're tap dancing, I'm going to throw one out at you. They had Live at 5 on the classic rock station on the way over here. I don't know if I could say that on
sure, say it.
Air here. But they had Live at 5 with Peter Gabriel. Can you name maybe 2 of his songs?
Okay. How about Sledgehammer?
It's a good song. They did not play that one, but that was a good song.
Salisbury Hill.
Another good one.
Okay. There was another one that was very much in the style of Sledgehammer.
Shock the Monkey.
Shock the Monkey. That's not the exact
one.
That's not the one. Now I remember that was a very interesting, groundbreaking kind of song.
Yeah. The other one was In Your Eyes. In Your Eyes.
There was one where I remember one of the lines was, "You know your plastic from your cash. Da 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 da. I know you." Well,
You have a good memory. You just can't pull that one out.
Not that one. I don't have a memory on that one.
But you got a couple of them. You named a couple. That was pretty good. I don't think I could have done that without hearing the music before I got here tonight.
You know, the interesting thing to me is that when I have a favorite from someone that has had a solid career and several hits, the one that I pick as my favorite is usually not everyone else's favorite. Somehow I just come up with one that's a little bit off the beaten track, so to speak.
So name this. This is like a slam dunk for you using our basketball terms. What group was Gabriel part of before going solo?
Well, that, of course, would be Genesis.
Of course, yes. And who went on to be a very successful band with him and without him.
And what do Peter Gabriel and Shelley Long have in common?
Very good question, which I can't answer.
Well, you know, Shelley Long was Diane Chambers on Cheers.
Yes.
And I guess she maybe overestimated just how important she was to the show. She decided to move on, do some other things, do a few movies, but she was never anywhere near as successful as she was when she was part of the Cheers cast.
Yes.
Now, Peter Gabriel had some success, but what Genesis did and what Phil Collins did solo, I think kind of eclipsed what success Peter Gabriel had after he decided to leave Genesis. That's my perception. I know he was better in his post-Genesis career than Shelley Long was in her post-Cheers career. But that said, things did not blossom quite as much as he might have thought.
I would agree with that, and I would say that I would put Phil Collins with a little more success as well. Would you not, individually?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it's hard to imagine anybody, you know, I guess the most successful musical artist in my lifetime has been Elton John.
Yeah, he was.
And probably would have been Michael Jackson if he had lived longer and not gotten sidetracked by some of his personal problems. But you think about what Phil Collins has accomplished going all the way back to 1980 when he stopped being just the drummer of Genesis and he became the front man.
Yeah.
And what he's done in, I guess, a span of over 40 years.
Well,
pretty impressive.
As far as drummers go, would you rank his solo career ahead of Ringo Starr, or would you say Ringo Starr had a better solo career?
I think Ringo Starr is like Moose Johnston. He was on a good team, but, you know, I don't know that Ringo Starr did any drumming that was just better than anyone else.
No, I don't think he's considered one of the all-time greats or anything like that.
But what I was impressed by, in fact, way back in 1980, I was trying to think. I saw the Genesis tour in what was then known as the Summit. Of course, now it's Lakewood Church.
Yes.
And Phil had just taken over as the lead vocalist. It was in spring of 1980. And he and another member of the group did kind of an in-sync drum solo.
Oh, that's
so the
cool.
Two of them were in perfect sync.
Wow.
And it was not only a great drum solo, as drum solos go.
Exactly.
But I mean, it sounded like one. You close your eyes.
That's
and
impressive.
You sounded like one drummer doing an incredible solo, but it was two guys in perfect sync.
You talk about timing, huh? That's awesome. That's really good.
Well, Patrick, why don't we take one quick break and be right back, and we'll get this thing tipped off. George Ranch taking the last of its warm-up shots, and we'll continue on VypeFortBend.com.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas. Requires Xfinity TV with X1.
Welcome back, and since it's senior night for the Bush Broncos, I'm going to name the seniors on the Broncos roster, and Patrick will give you the starters for the George Ranch Longhorns. First of all, it's LaDonovan Stewart. He is a senior guard for Bush, and his big brother DJ was an outstanding guard for Bush, and I met their mom. She set up so many of these nice decorations for senior night, and I found out, I said, DJ and LaDonovan's mom, do you have any other boys? And she said no. I was very, very sad. You know, they've been such great players, worked so hard, and represented Bush so well. And kids that when they're out there, they just look like they really, really, really enjoy playing, and they play hard every minute of every game that they're in. So that's a beautiful thing. Donovan Jacobs also on his way out. Congratulations on a successful senior year. Cameron Harris, Rafi Adagun, Brandon Love. Boy, we're going to miss his 6'10 frame, aren't we? Very effective on a basketball court. And finally, Rodney Armstrong, the All-American young man. So congratulations to everybody who was honored. But there's somebody else we need to mention. I probably should have mentioned her first, Patrick. She is what we call a Vype ambassador. Vype magazine and Vype.com have several ambassadors, not at every single high school campus, but here at Bush, Lauren Cook, also known as Pebbles, at least that's what she's got on the back of her letter jacket. For 3 years, she has been the Vype ambassador to Bush High School, so basically serving as a manager for the team, all those many tasks that have to get done as you play all the games on the schedule, the home games, the road games. There's so much to do. And so she has not only helped this team win in that way, but she's represented it, kind of an outreach as a Vype ambassador. So Lauren Cook, it's been a pleasure to be around you. We know you're going on to big and wonderful things beyond high school. Okay, I talked long enough. Who's starting for George Ranch?
Here's the George Ranch starters. You got Stephen Woods, Ori Limbrick, Julian Camper, Jaden Gary, and
Isosa. I'm sorry, I'm thinking too much.
Down here, it's
Isosa Iroa.
I was hesitant there because I had it on one sheet and I was looking at the wrong sheet. And Miss Cook was finding out some pronunciations for me before the game, and so with
Rafi Adagun.
Well, she pronounced it Adagun. So I think she went and asked
I think there's a sign outside near the entrance door that says we can't say that.
Well, I know, but she literally went over and asked him, so I'm going to go with what she said, but maybe you have heard it otherwise. But, you know, they keep adding time to the timer. Every time you look up, it looks like it's going to start.
Yeah, they keep
add
adding
a couple of minutes here. I'm not sure if we're waiting for something or.
What does that remind you of? The 1972 men's Olympic basketball final, as they kept adding time to the clock.
Have you ever?
So
have
that
you
the
watched,
Soviet Union could win?
Have you watched any, like a documentary or anything on that recently, or have you ever watched that again? That whole 72 thing.
I've seen a few documentaries about that, and it seems to me like it's the biggest travesty in the history of sport that I ever saw.
It was unbelievable. As a kid, you just didn't really quite realize what was going on. I mean, you knew there was something weird going on, but boy, when you watch it, what did they give them, 3 chances to basically win that game, the Soviet Union?
Yeah, that was the gold medal game, and the United States team has, to this day, refused to accept their silver medals.
Yeah, they didn't. I don't even know. They didn't go to the ceremony, I don't even think, did they? The medal ceremony?
They didn't show up.
They just flat out, as a team, decided they weren't going to do it, and they felt like they got it stolen from them. And it's sure, when you watch those replays and stuff, it's just hard to believe guys were making decisions the way they were in that particular situation.
By the way, scan the gym. Look for Stephen Woods, head coach of the Hightower Hurricanes. His son, his namesake Stephen Woods, wears number 1, and he's a stud football and basketball player. And he's in the starting lineup, as you mentioned a few minutes ago. And young Stephen Woods, congratulations to him. He's going to be going to Angelo State to play football. He was a great hard-hitting, ball-hawking, pass-intercepting safety on the George Ranch Longhorns football team, so he's going to stick with football. And we've talked to his dad, and he said, I'm a basketball guy. I was kind of hoping he'd go basketball, but he said,
football,
son, play the sport that you love, and that's what young Stephen Woods is going to do.
Football. Yeah, up there. And he'll play safety up there? And
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess there's always a possibility they could put him somewhere else, but seems like that's what he is suited for.
Yeah. Roger, is it possible, can you, in this amount of time, to rehash or set the table again? What's at stake here in the ball game between these two teams?
Okay, well, for Bush, they have to win in order to secure a playoff spot. If they lose, they're done. If they win, there's still more work to do because they have a game against Ridgepoint that was going to be Monday afternoon, Monday being a holiday for the students of Fort Bend ISD. And now, with the cold weather, there's a possibility that that game will kind of be bumped back. They'll have to schedule it for another day. I hope it doesn't get to a point where you simply cannot play that game and the district officials have to somehow make a decision about who gets, the playoff berth, which is playoff spot number 4.
So, Roger, if the Bush Broncos would win both games, what would that mean? Would that mean they're in?
I think so, yes. Okay. And there is a possibility. In fact, I think if Bush wins tonight and then loses that game next week against Ridgepoint, that would make it necessary for these two teams to play each other one more time.
Where are you going to fit that one in, right?
Good question.
And then, the Longhorns of George Ranch, if they win, they got it. Is that
right?
How we have it?
Yeah.
So really, as Roger has said, this is a playoff game. Both teams desperately need the win to advance down the road here. And who knows where that road's going to lead and when that road is going to be traveled because of the weather and scheduling difficulties and so on. We're about ready to tip it off finally here. It's 6:19, and we thought we were going to start at about 6 o'clock, but
well, one final thing.
Here we go.
The winner of this game, or whoever gets the playoff seed, will be a 4 seed, which means they'll play the top seed out of District 19-6A. That will be a tough draw no matter what.
Well, either team would love to have that opportunity. Here's the tip. It's won by the Broncos as Brandon Love gets the tip. They're down the floor quickly with a shot no good. It's rebounded by the Broncos. Love has it now. He's spinning on the left side, still looking for a shot. Good defense by the Longhorns. Now a long pass over to the left side to Tyler Smith, who drains a 3. His first shot of the game, Tyler Smith, floating on that 3-point line. And he knocks home a 3. It's 3-0 Broncos. First basket of the ball game. Here come the Longhorns. Here's Woods with an elbow jumper, a little further out from the elbow, about 18 feet out, and he drains it. Nothing but the net. 3-2, 7:10 to play in the first quarter. We just tipped it off here from the Bronco Gymnasium. Broncos have the ball. It's Bourgeois, Smith, now to the right corner, penetrating. Love has it. He slams it home with the left hand. What a nice pass by Hill to Harris, to Love, who made a move and then slammed it home. 5-2 Broncos. Longhorn three-pointer is good from the left side. That's Iroa with a long three-pointer. And we have a tie score now, 5-5. Hill with the ball for the Broncos. Left side, he's got Harris. Harris driving, and he loses the ball out of bounds, but it was tipped away from him, and the Broncos will maintain possession. underneath their own basket, slightly to the right. Here's the inbound pass to Harris. Harris left side. Now he's heavily guarded. The ball's tipped out of bounds off of Harris's leg, and it's going to be a turnover for the Broncos. Harris having a little trouble over there with the ball handling, and good defense by the Longhorns. Here's Woods, way out, thought about a three. Now he swings it around, long shot again. That's Iroa again. This time he misses it. And here's Harris with a rebound for the Broncos. Shot from Smith, no good from three-point land. Rebound fought for, and it's Iroa for the Longhorns. He's going to bring it up himself. Gets it off to Gary. Gary, top of the key. Camper, right-hand dribble. Now he crosses over. He's at the left elbow. He gets it off to Iroa again. Here's Camper. Good penetration and a wild shot. No good. And rebound comes down to the Broncos. Here's Hill with the ball. Left corner. Shot no good. Fought for, and Love saves it, but he's out of bounds on the save. He looked like he might have got away with a foul. No call there, but he was out of bounds, and the ball goes to the Longhorns. It's 5-5 still as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Here's Limbrick. Went around to Woods. He drives now to the right side. He's cut off. He's about 14 feet out. Fadeaway shot, no good. Rebound comes down to Hill for the Broncos. Hill off to Harris. Harris right side, looking for a drive. He's cut off. About 10 feet out now, short on a shot. And the ball's taken down by Iroa. He's down the floor. He's being guarded by Hill, but he goes right past him for the layup. 5 points now for Isosa Iroa. 7-5 Longhorns, even though they haven't put the points on the board yet. Here's Harris. Look down low for Love. He's about 12 feet out. Little penetration now all the way to the basket, and a left-hand shot, no good. Tipped up and in by Smith. Tyler Smith active there on the board. Followed up the miss. He's got 5 points here in the quarter. 7 up. 7-7 is the score. Camper. Now penetration from Iroa. Back to Camper on the right side. Swing it around to Woods. Limbrick. And here's Woods again. Off of a pick. Now he's got another pick. Top of the key jumper, and it's in there for a three-pointer. Stephen Woods. He was about 3 feet from the three-point line there. He's drained a three. We got a timeout here. First quarter. Longhorns 10, Broncos 7.
First Tire and Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
We're back at the Bronco Gym here, Bush High School. 3:47 remaining here. First quarter, and the Longhorns of George Rance have a 10-7 lead. Patrick Kinnick along with Roger Smith here, courtside. Broncos inbound. It's Smith had it and he lost it. Here comes Limbrick. Left side Woods penetrates now, and he dishes it off to Gary, who lays it in. Nice penetration move and a nice little lay-in for Jaden Gary, the recipient of an excellent pass from Woods. 12-7 now as the Longhorns have a little bit of a control here. And now a pass is stolen by Camper of the Longhorns. Little shake and bake dribble back over to Stephen Woods, who signals for a play. Iroa swinging around now to Limbrick. Top of the key, Iroa again. He has 5 points here in the quarter. Limbrick now, top of the key. They're still directing some traffic, trying to run a play here. Here's Gary. He's way out on top, guarded by Love. Tried to go for the steal. Now Gary's going to penetrate to the left elbow. He's got Iroa. They're taking their time. Pretty good defense. Pretty good patience by the Longhorns as well, as they've had the possession here for quite a while. Now there's a foul on the penetration. It's going to be on Tyler Smith. Got their feet tangled up a little bit there, and Smith picks up his first foul.
Yeah, Iroa is wincing a little bit, but he got to his feet. He'll be able to keep going.
Yeah, they got those legs. Might have got the little Charlie horse feeling there. Here's a little penetration move. Layup is no good by Limbrick on a nice move. And then Smith comes out of there with a rebound for the Broncos. Here they come up the floor. It's Stewart. Looks down low to Love. Love is about 12 out on the right side. Now he's a little bit further out. He swings it around to Hill. Looking down low for Love. He didn't think it was coming to him, and he let the ball go over his head. And it was corralled over there by Camper of the Longhorns, who takes it all the way to the basket, and it was blocked by Smith. He looked like he pinned it against the backboard. Here's Hill to the basket for the Broncos, and he lays it in. I'm not sure how he got it in there, but he was able to weave his way in and lay it up finger roll style, and it was softly laid off that backboard. Here's Iroa. Excuse me, that's Gary. Now Iroa. Camper. Swing it around to Limbrick. Right hand dribble into the lane now. His shot was blocked by Brandon Love, and I'm not sure who the foul's on. Did you see who the foul was on, Roger?
They're going to get it on Brandon Love, but
wow,
you got to be, block. When you drive into the paint, you've got to be looking for Love. Yeah. Because if he's in your way,
that's right.
That's what's going to happen to you. But it was called a foul.
And here's a free throw from Limbrick. He a little long on that first one. Looked like a pretty good block by Love that time, but might have got him with the body. 12-9 is the score. 1:40 to play here in the first quarter. A good first quarter so far for both teams. And Limbrick makes his second free throw for his first point of the night. It's 13-9 now. Here come the Broncos. It is Stewart. They get it down low to Love. He's been guarded by Gary. Here's the shot up and in. Nice spin move by Brandon Love as Jaden Gary was trying to play some defense on him. He was just a little bit too big for him on that play. 13-11. Iroa. Now here's Stephen Woods. Left elbow jumper. Nothing but the net. That was smooth sailing on that shot.
Smooth is the word. That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, he really glided in there. Got up nice on a jumper and put it in. Here's Stewart. He's going to get all the way to the lane. He lost control. He got it back. Now he's still losing control, and now what is it? I'm not sure what they called there. Roger, did you see the call?
Well, whatever it is, it's against Bush because George Ranch is going to have the ball.
And now there's a timeout.
We're also going to have a timeout. And there's something I wanted to point out here, on a personal note. I don't know about you, Patrick. I just love watching kids grow up. Yeah. When you get to know them when they're little and their front teeth are missing and they're just knuckleheads.
Yeah.
And they can't stop talking about chicken nuggets or something.
Yeah. And we've all been there.
But you see them grow up into these dignified young men and young women, and they're developing their athletic talent and they have aspirations, and they don't really know it, but Julian Camper, before he moved to the George Ranch neighborhoods, was part of Sugarland Little League.
Oh, boy.
And he was a very promising young baseball player, and of course he's good at many sports, but evidently basketball is his favorite. So here he is in the starting lineup for George Ranch and playing a heck of a game already. And then you have a kid who didn't even know that I saw him, and I don't even remember seeing him, Zion Bourgeois, starting for the Bush Broncos. His mother, Kendrelyn Bourgeois, still teaches in the A-Leaf schools. We taught at the same school for many years, and she brought her son to school, and, he was, like I described before, just a little knucklehead with his front teeth missing, but look at him now. He's a junior, and he'll be making his mom cry at senior night next year when she thinks about what a great kid he's become.
Speaking of him, he's going to inbound the pass. That's Bourgeois into Love. He's guarded tightly by the Longhorn Zion Harper, who's in the ball game, but Love takes it on a reverse layup and it underlays the shot. And here comes Julian Camper, who was mentioned just earlier by Roger. Here's Iroa. who has 5 points in the quarter, driving into the lane. 12-foot floater, no good. Tipped up, no good. And down with the ball is Stewart. Somehow he stayed in bounds. He was falling out of bounds, and he stayed in bounds. Here's a lob and a slam dunk to Smith. What a pass. And Smith, Tyler Smith, the recipient of a beautiful lob pass and a slam dunk, 15-13. It's a great game so far. Here come the Longhorns. Right side Camper, left side Camper. Now he drives it and passes it off. They didn't realize how much time was left. No shot. We played a quarter. Longhorns 15, Broncos 13.
And before we go to break, Patrick, that last basket, which was a dunk for the Bush Broncos, was a sweet assist. And we want to thank the team at Office Depot in Sugar Land for their assist. Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace, helps our team at VypeFortBend.com take care of business every day as we bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. We'll be back with the second quarter.
You are the master of the multi. And we mean everything. We take care of you, so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
Who?
Find your way to the nearest Whataburger and try the new spicy chicken sandwich. The crisp, perfectly marinated spicy chicken filet, tangy pickles, and fresh veggies are sure to take your taste buds up a notch. Move fast. It's only available for a limited time. You know, I talked for a long time about the Hatch Green Chili Bacon Burger.
Yeah.
Well, it's no longer available, so they weren't kidding.
Yeah.
It was for a limited time.
Everything's always for a limited time. And this is not a limited time. We're in the second quarter now, and the Longhorns have the ball, and there's going to be a whistle and a foul on the first possession here in the second quarter. It's on Ryan Hill playing tight defense against Ori Limbrick. Inbounding the ball will be Julian Camper for the Longhorns. You get it inside of Woods. Now Woods is at the three-point line. To the right elbow. Floating jump shot, no good. Rebound down to Iroa, who puts it in. That is his third bucket of the game. He has 7 points as one of his buckets is a three-pointer. 17-13. Longhorns lead. Iroa playing good defense now on Ryan Hill. He takes it all the way to the basket and he lays it in on about a 7-foot floater from the left side. Very impressive drive by Ryan Hill.
He appeared to be levitating.
Yes, no doubt about that. He's got 2 buckets here, and now there's a steal by Love. Brandon Love with a steal. Chance to tie or go ahead for the Broncos.
The ball wasn't looking for Love, but it found him.
That's right. Wow, Roger keeping it up. He's got a... Here's Stewart. He passes it off to the right side, and he misfired to Kyrie Murray. You got something for us, Roger?
Yeah, first quarter shooting numbers pretty much identical. Bush was 6 for 11 from the field, including 1 for 3 from three-point land. And the George Ranch Longhorns 6 for 12 on shots overall.
That's pretty good shooting. Both teams at the 50% mark. Nice backdoor cut by Aroa. Got a good pass from Camper, and he laid it in. 19-15 is the score now. Here's Bourgeois. The ball's tipped on the pass by Camper. Julian Camper almost had the steal, but he ran out of real estate down on the sideline and then went out of bounds. 19-15 is the score. 6.5 to play first half. Roger.
And Julian wasn't a happy camper. He thought he was going to have a breakaway.
Oh, boy. They keep on coming. Love now has it about 28 feet out. Crossover dribble, goes to the three-point line, short on his shot. Pretty good defense by Zion Harper of the George Ranch Longhorns. Here's Camper, nice move. He ends up around the free throw line for his nice floating jumper. He looked good on that one. And he drains it. 21-16. Longhorns, I believe, is their largest lead here in the first half. Here's now Bourgeois, guarded closely by Julian Camper, and he fouled him. Quick whistle on that, no doubter on that call. Checking into the ball game for the Broncos is Armstrong. Rodney Armstrong is going to give Brandon Love a little break here in the second quarter. sure he won't be out too long. Here's Harris has it to Bourgeois. His shot's blocked from behind by Camper, who gets the pass all the way to the basket, up and in. What a finish by Julian Camper, being harassed mightily on the fast break, and he's able to corral himself, collect himself, and lay it in. Here's a pass to Bourgeois, left side three-pointer, no good. Now is a fast break for Camper again, who lays it in. He has the last 3 baskets for the Longhorns, 3 in a row here in the last minute and a half.
And the Longhorns have hit their first 5 shots of this second quarter.
Yeah, keeping that hot shooting. They had a great first quarter shooting, and now they're just staying on fire. They got a 10-point lead. Broncos trying to hang on here the first half. Bourgeois looking for somebody to go to. He finally finds his teammate Cameron Harris, as the Longhorns sensing a little bit of let's get him here with some intensity on defense, and then there's a foul on Isosa Iroa. Yeah, he was playing just a little too aggressively. He's going to check out of the game here for a short break. I'm sure he'll be back in quickly as Taylor Quarles comes in for the Longhorns. I think somebody else came in for the Broncos, but I didn't see who it was. Did you see, Roger, who came in for the Broncos? Was it Love again? I think Love back in the ball
I'm not
game.
sure. I'm sorry.
Brandon Love's back in, so it must have been him. Then speaking of him, they go down to the block to Brandon Love. He's being guarded, tipped away. Here's Smith all the way to the basket, and he slams it home. That's another slam dunk from Tyler Smith. That's his third one. He had a couple on his own and then the alley-oop. That's a good way to score some points. Here's the Longhorns. The ball's tipped and then out of bounds off the Longhorns as Jamie Beston had a drive going there. The ball was tipped and it ended up being off of him. It's 25-17. Broncos trail. Hill to Smith, who's had a really good first half so far. He's got 9 points. Looking for a drive on the right side. He's cut off. Love has it. He's at the three-point line. Left hand dribble into the paint, and he's got it down low, and Camper knocks it away. Beston has it. It was tipped away from him. Pass over to Camper from the corner. Left side off the front rim. Tipped up. No good. And then Love with the rebound. Down the floor. Here's Armstrong. He lays it in. A good little fast break for the Broncos, and they cut it to 6. Here's Smith now, or Woods, Stephen Woods. He airballs it from the left side. That 10-point lead is down to 6. Chance to get it down to even 4. Here's a pass down low to Love, who lays it in. And here's a little momentum coming for the Broncos. They scored 6 in a row here. 25-21, and we had talked about it in some games. There's just these little runs that both teams have. Here's Camper, passes it off, and it's thrown away by Brandon Love. The foul was on Zion Harper, who tried to receive the pass from Camper, and it was a little bit low for him. And then the ball was stolen by the Broncos, Brandon Love. Now the referee is indicating the foul there. It was a 10-point lead about 2 minutes ago, and now it's a 4-point lead. Broncos with a chance to cut it to 2 or 1, depending on what type of shot they take here. 3:20 to play in the first half. A very hotly contested game so far. Lots of intensity. Broncos have it. Here's Hill. Brandon Love, left side, about 15 out. Now he's spinning, looking. He's got Armstrong. Pass is a little strong for him, I guess. He couldn't quite collect it, and it went out of bounds off of Armstrong. Now here comes the Longhorns. Pass to Stephen Woods. And he's trying to settle his team down a little bit. Here's Lindbrick for the Longhorns, who lead by 4. They've led most of the way. I'm not sure if the Broncos have had a lead yet. And now there's a foul on Brandon Love. Roger, have the Broncos had a lead yet? I'm trying to remember.
They had a lead at the outset. They hit their first shot. It was a 3.
That's right. You're right. It was 3-0, then 3-2.
And then they were up 5-3.
Yeah.
It was tied at 5. Since then, George Ranch has been ahead.
Yeah, you're right. They got that first 3, and the inbound pass attempt was kicked out of bounds by Ryan Hill, and Camper will try again here. Passing inbound to Stephen Woods now. Beston has it. Back to Woods. Now Camper, right side. He's at the three-point line area. Stephen Woods, nice little head fake. His shot is blocked from 10 out by Love. Long pass down court, laid up and blocked. And now what do we got here? As Harris took it in, his shot was blocked, but it looked like there was a foul on the shot attempt. And perhaps that foul was on Camper. I think he held up on number 2 there. Harris looking for his first points of the ball game. He's going to try to find him from the free throw line. 2:28 to play first half. And here's the free throw from Harris. It's nothing but the net. Cameron Harris.
By the way, I'm playing Where's Waldo? Where is Stephen Woods, the dad? I think I spotted him over by the wall there in the red and black.
All right. Yes, I think you did. Here's the next free throw. It's good from Cameron Harris as he cuts the lead to 2. Once was 10. It was 25-15. Now a timeout as the Broncos put great pressure in the backcourt, and the Longhorns call timeout. We're going to take a break. It's 25-23 here in the second quarter from the Bronco gym.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas. Requires Xfinity TV with X1.
Here we are back at the Bush Bronco gym, and Love welcomes us back with a slam dunk to tie the game on a steal and a slam by Brandon Love, and another steal, almost a steal. Besson has it for the Longhorns. Up the floor, they're struggling right now. There's a travel call on Jaden Gary. Unbelievable, as it was once a 10-point lead, 25-15. All of a sudden, it's 25-all within about 3 minutes of play. All right, the Broncos have come storming back. And the Longhorns now look a little flustered. Under 2 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Hill down low, Brandon Love. Left side, spinning, left-hand shot, up and good, and there's a foul on the play. Brandon Love with a beautiful shot.
If he hits the free throw, it'll be a 13-0 run.
Unbelievable. Right now it's 12-0 run, and 13's coming if he drains the free throw. This has been quite a flurry here by the Broncos, taking the lead. And his free throw is off the rim. Rebound comes down, out of bounds off of Armstrong, who fought for it for the Broncos. And the Longhorns need something positive. Well, they had a man open, but it was stolen from behind by Hill. Alley-oop! Slammed in by Smith again. He didn't quite cleanly slam it, but it went in nonetheless. It's 29-25, and the run continues. It's 14 unanswered for the Broncos. Here's a shot blocked, and it's gathered by Love as Smith blocked the shot of Iroa. And Broncos have it again with 1:10 to play here in the second quarter, trying to continue the run. Here's Hill, left side, shot from Armstrong, up and good from 17 out. That's his second bucket. 16 unanswered points from the Broncos here at the Bronco gym. Longhorns don't know what hit them here. Here's Camper. Iroa. Gary has it, left side, in and out. And the rebound down to Love. Could the Longhorns go the rest of the half without a bucket here? It's been about 4.5 minutes since they've scored. Hill Harris has it now. He drives left side. Spinning now. He's in the lane, looking for somewhere to go. Puts it up there. No good. Kind of a forced shot. Didn't know what else to do. Now a spin move. Here come the Longhorns down the floor. Camper has it right side. 9 seconds to play in the half. Still dribbling is Camper. Looking. He loses it. It's pulled in by Rosa, who steps back for a three. No good. Tipped up and in! What a tip by Jaden Gary, and he breaks the run finally at the buzzer.
16-2 run to close the second quarter. And Brandon Gay, head coach of the Broncos, is a perfectionist because his team was, you and I exchanged a couple of texts today where we mentioned Marv Albert.
Yeah.
They were on fire as they closed the first half. But
that's right.
I think Coach Gay was kind of upset that one of his players didn't block someone out, and he did allow that miraculous tip in right there at the buzzer, which was a spectacular play.
Yeah,
but if he had gotten the box out from his team that he wanted, then I guess he's saying that it would be 31-25.
Exactly correct. Nonetheless, it was a 16-2 run, as you said, Roger, to end the half for the Broncos. It looked like the Longhorns were in total command, up by 10, and 3 minutes later, the Broncos had the lead.
And that's kind of a microcosm of the Broncos season, because when you see Tyler Smith and Brandon Love, they have that incredible height and length, and they get good guard play with a lot of quickness, guys who can hit from the outside. I knew when they lost their first 4 district games, you and I were together for the game that they lost to Travis the first time around. And then a few nights after that, I worked a game solo where they were at Dulles. And by the way, Dulles, it's impossible for me to believe almost, but Dulles has not won a single district game. And that's just crazy. But anyway, I knew that Bush would figure it out. They fell down by double digits against Dulles in that game, but they ended up winning by more than 20, and they have not looked back. We're going to step aside. They're having a little ceremony to honor the cheerleaders, the seniors who are cheering at home for the last time, and we'll be right back on VypeFortBend.com. Our score, 31-27, Bush over George Ranch.
Next up, we have Captain Kiara Norris.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas. Requires Xfinity TV with X1.
GetAGreatGig.com presents Gary Horn of HornSolutions.net on the most important factors in starting a business.
Number 1, where will you get the necessary capital? 2, you will probably not make money for some period of time. Prepare a conservative model of expected cost and revenues. 3, are you willing to work long hours for no pay and make sure all employees are paid?
For more free career and job search advice, log on to GetAGreatGig.com.
Hello, I'm Gary Horn, CEO of Horn Solutions. Our team of experienced accounting, finance, and IT professionals have delivered solutions to Houston businesses for over 3 decades. Our project group provides services ranging from assisting with mergers, acquisitions, and integrations to interim staffing. Our executive search group provides full-time placements for accounting, finance, and IT positions. Let Horn Solutions help you meet the challenges your company faces. Visit hornsolutions.net.
First Tire and Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires, or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We want to thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land. Office Depot helps our team at VypeFortBend.com take care of business every day as we bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. There are a lot of people that you want to thank when it's a senior night. You know, it's not just the kids that you want to thank for what they've done for the school, but you want to thank their parents who have made it possible. You know, back before the seniors couldn't drive, somebody had to shuttle them to and from school all the time for all those practices and events. And I also want to thank Kimberly Smallwood, the head girls basketball coach here at Bush. And courtesy of Coach Smallwood, you and I had a refreshing bottle of water to drink. Members Mark purified water. You know, it's mineral enhanced for taste.
Well, remember, we talked about that one time, mineral enhanced, or what was that product we were talking about? Maybe I was talking to somebody
essential
else.
Oils?
Essential oils or something.
Yeah, essential oils.
Where were they before?
I don't think they are essential because I didn't even know I needed them, and yet I've survived.
Yeah,
okay.
The water's coming in handy. We appreciate it.
Well, you know, I wanted to just kind of fill everybody in on, first of all, what I think of as a very successful run for the girls in Fort Bend ISD, the ones that are in 26A. So they had 4 playoff games against teams from Katy. Actually, they had 3 because George Ranch was one of the District 26A playoff teams, and George Ranch is not from Fort Bend ISD. They lost to Cinco Ranch in the Battle of the Ranch Dressing. It was a battle for the old bottle of ranch dressing, I believe. Cinco Ranch beat George Ranch. But anyway, so the Travis girls were the 4th seed out of 26A, and they went to the Merrill Center last night, and they lost to top seed Tompkins. No shame in that. Tompkins has an outstanding basketball team. But the Dulles Lady Vikings, undefeated on the season, improved to 23-0 when they got a win over the Katy Tigers at Hobson Fieldhouse. That's the game that we broadcasted. And while we were broadcasting that one, the Ridgepoint girls went into the Merrill Center and they beat Seven Lakes 66-60. So very happy for Ridgepoint and Dulles moving on. So here's the situation if nothing gets messed up by weather. Dulles will play Jersey Village Tuesday night at 5 o'clock at Del Mar Fieldhouse. And there's a game going on tonight between Cy Ridge and Heights. If Cy Ridge wins that game, then Ridgepoint is supposed to play Cy Ridge. Also, wait a minute. If they play Cy Ridge, that would be at Katy's Merrill Center on Tuesday. But if Heights defeats Cy Ridge, then it would be Ridgepoint against Heights at 5 o'clock at Del Mar Fieldhouse on Tuesday. So we'd have a doubleheader that we could do. That would be something.
On Tuesday.
Now let's play ball.
We're back to the action here at the Bronco Gym. They lead by 4. They trailed by 10 late in midway through the second quarter, and then they went on that 16-2 run and have a 4-point lead. Love has it. He's spinning, looking for the shot. Now they're going to call 3-second violation on Love, who was doing his spinning in the lane there, and he was in the lane, which cost him a turnover. 31-27 is our score. Longhorns trying to get themselves righted after a pretty good first half. The last 4 minutes were not so good for them, though. Here's penetration. Gary looking. Now he's in the lane. Passes it off to Woods. Woods drives, and he's fouled. Foul was on Harris, Cameron Harris. And it looks like the Longhorns will inbound it underneath their own basket. Let's see what kind of strategy they decided to employ here in the second half. Gary gets the inbound pass. He's guarded, and he's still looking. Cut by Camper. Nice cut and good pass. He's fouled on the play. Camper, he'll go to the line for his first free throw attempts. He had 6 points in the first half, and I think those 6 points all came within 1 minute. He went on a little mini flurry.
You know, there are times when bones hitting the floor in a basketball arena, it really is painful just to hear it happen.
And we just heard it, didn't we?
But Camper did make that first free throw.
And he got up and, like he said, put it down, and here comes the second free throw. That's nothing but the net. And it's a 2-point game, 31-29. Roger talked about it before the game. This is basically a playoff game. Longhorns win, they're pretty much in the playoffs. Broncos need a win to maintain a chance here. Here's a pass, Bourgeois, left side, no good. Fight for the rebound and a foul. Going to be on the Longhorns.
You know something I like tonight, Patrick? Both teams playing very hard. It's physical in there. I have not seen any of that taunting, snarling, snapping stuff. They're just getting down to business.
Yeah, they're both respecting. Everybody's going out there working hard. Here's Smith. Passes it to Love, left side, and lays it in. Off the left block. Kind of hard to stop him in that position. He's got 12 points in the game. Camper. Irosa. Back to Camper. Left side, shot for three. Up, bouncing around and no good. Gary with a rebound. Off to Woods. Stephen Woods, relatively quiet in the first half. Penetrates to the right baseline, and the ball's knocked out of bounds off the Broncos. Speaking of Woods, he ended up with 7 in the first half. Nothing in the second quarter, though. Longhorns underneath their own basket. Woods has it. Left side, three-point area. Drives the left side baseline. Here's Irosa. Shot, no good. That was Gary, I'm sorry. Short on the three-pointer. Hill has it. Down to Love, and he slams it home. He was wide open, and a great pass by Hill.
That's the 5th dunk of the night for the Broncos.
Rogers keeping track, and they're taking it to the hole. Slam dunk style. Irosa now, three-pointer was guarded nicely, and he had to pass it off down low to Gary. He fighting for the ball, and he was fouled. Got lucky there because Irosa was going to shoot a three. Iroa, I'm sorry. And ended up making the pass. Gary gets the inbound pass, short on the shot from about 16 out. Love has it. Bourgeois now for the Broncos. Stopped by Iroa. Hill. Bourgeois. Left baseline. And a foul, and a shot's good. Gary picks up the foul as Bourgeois takes it right at him and puts it in.
And he had that sneer on his face when he
had it.
Got
And
the 2 plus the foul.
Got a chance for a three-point play off the foul. And here's his free throw. It's in. A 9-point lead now for the Broncos after trailing by 10. Now they have a 9-point lead. Do the Longhorns have an answer here? Limbrick has it. Camper for three, right side, off the bracket. Fight for the rebound. Hill has it for the Broncos. Spinning now, and a foul going to be called on Camper. Julian Camper got tangled up there with Ryan Hill, and there's a foul on Camper. I think the Broncos' size down low is causing a lot of havoc for the Longhorns.
You know, when you think about their bigs, Brandon Love and Tyler Smith, you just can't go wrong. They're not just tall, they're very agile and they're strong. You know, even though Tyler Smith is very slender, he's very strong. He can just kind of back up to the basket, and the next thing you know, he just makes a quick turn of his shoulders, and he's got an easy two-pointer off the glass. So, and on the other side, Brandon Love, you know, sometimes you hear about looking for Love in all the wrong places, but anywhere near the basket is a good place to be looking for Brandon Love. And so it's amazing the trajectory of this game with the early advantage for George Ranch. They went up by 10, and now they're down by 9. And if Bush can keep playing with its intensity, I don't know that George Ranch will have an answer for it.
On their home floor, too, the Broncos looking real comfortable here. The ball game checking in is Christopher Barnes for the Longhorns. He's a big guy, and they're trying to match some size here. He's on Love right now. Love can take it right to him. A little stop and go penetration move, and he misses his shot. Pretty good defense there by Barnes. Iroa has it. Now to Limbrick. And they're in the front court, directing some traffic, down by 9. 4:50 to play here, third quarter. Camper, left side. Looks down low to Barnes, who sets a pick for him. And now Camper passes it off to Iroa. Right side, Limbrick swings it to Woods, to Camper for 3. It's short. And nobody down there to rebound it except for Cameron Harris for the Broncos. Easy rebound for him, and he'll take that any day of the week. Here's Hill. Right side, guarded by Iroa. Still has it. There's the pass down to Harris. Bourgeois with a little layup from the pass from Harris, and Bourgeois has 5 points now, all here in the third quarter.
You know what that is? That's a sweet assist. We want to thank the team at Office Depot in Sugar Land for their assist. Office Depot Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace helps us take care of business every day.
And it gives them an 11-point lead. Here's Camper. Swings it around now to Steven Woods, who drains a 3, and the Longhorns needed that one. They need him to get something going on offense. And it cuts the lead down to 8. 40-32. Broncos have been in charge since midway through the second quarter, after the Longhorns were in charge for a while. Now the ball is stolen away. Camper has it. All the way to the basket. Lays it up. No good. Fighting for the rebound. It's him and Love fighting for the rebound, and it went off of Camper as Woods got the better of that situation. Camper frustrated with himself that he didn't get that layup in. It was a contested layup. Just couldn't quite get it in. A little bit of pressure, token pressure, kind of three-quarter court pressure from the Longhorns. Here's Bourgeois for the Broncos. He gets it back down to Love. He's at that spot again. He reverses it and lays it in. You can't stop him when he's down there.
The first time down the floor where they had Barnes on Love, he got the better of him, but Brandon returned the favor.
He sure did. Here's Stephen Woods, left side jumper from the baseline, no good. Broncos have it. And it almost seems like the Longhorns just sort of, the wind kind of came out of them here in that second quarter. Here's a penetration by Harris, and he lays it in. I don't know how that ball went in, but it bounced off the rim a couple of times and rolled in. I'm not sure how he got it off. He was fouled, and he just kind of flicked it up there off the backboard, and it rolled in.
That seemed to defy the laws of physics.
It sure did.
I don't know how he got it in either.
He got it in, and he's got 6 points in the game, and he's got his third free throw of the night here, and he rolls that one in.
13, the biggest lead.
You're exactly right. That's the biggest lead of the ball game for either team. 13-point lead for the Broncos. Total command right now. Here's Iroa. His three-pointer is hard off the backboard. No good. And the ball's rolling around. Bourgeois has it. Pass it down to Harris, and it's good defense by Iroa, who back-checked and got the steal. 2 minutes to play. Just over 2 minutes to play here. And a foul on Bourgeois as he was getting a little too close to Iroa. Isosa Iroa, who has kind of quieted down as well from the offensive end. He had 9 points in the first half, nothing here in the second yet. Bourgeois steps out of the ball game. He's going to take a short break. In the ball game for the Broncos is Kyrie Murray. Camper has it. He loses it off his foot and out of bounds. He was penetrating left side, and he was trying to do a jump stop, and the ball got away from him and off his foot. 45-32, the Broncos with a comfortable 13-point lead. And in control here. Here's Harris. Murray, give and go! It's Tyler Smith to the basket. He didn't make the basket, but he was able to pick up the foul as he made a nice cut down the middle of the lane. He got a nice pass from Murray.
By the way, Patrick, I'm not really into counting stars. I don't know if you are, but Tyler Smith is a 5-star recruit by the people that keep track of such things.
Well, he makes his first free throw, and I was going to mention it earlier. He's only a sophomore, so he's got a lot of potential as he rolls the second one out there. 1 for 2 on that free throw line attempt there. Now the Longhorns bring it down the court. Pass from Camper to Zion Harper is off his fingertips and out of bounds. It's a 14-point lead for the Broncos. Hotly contested first half has turned into a bit of a comfortable second half for the Broncos. Murray, left side. Penetration down the lane. He tries to slam it. No good. Love with a rebound. He lays it in, and he's fouled. Wow, the Broncos are taking it to him here. I don't know what else to say. As Murray went down the left side and tried to slam it, that went in and out, and Love came down with a rebound, and he was about ready to go up and slam it, but he was fouled and was able to still get it in. And he'll go to the line for his second free throw.
And I think we're seeing here, Patrick, that if Bush does get into the playoffs, the way they play the interior game, they're going to be a very tough out.
I don't think he missed the free throw, and then the ball went out of bounds off of Smith trying to save it. Yeah, I would not want to face the Bush Broncos in the playoffs right now, the way they're playing. The first quarter and a half, they were a little slow here tonight, but boy, since the middle of the second quarter, they have been on fire. Here's almost a steal. Iroa has it. He's going to take it to the basket. Left hand, no good. Tipped up and in as Iroa stayed with it. And that's his 11th point of the ball game as the Longhorns trying to stay in the ball game, down by 14. Broncos, front court. Love has it on the block. Up and around and out. No good. Tip up. No good. And the rebound again now by Murray as he's fouled. Looks like the foul is going to be on Stephen Woods. The Broncos have owned the glass here tonight. And it would be understandable. They have the height advantage. They got Smith and Brandon Love. But the two big guys down low. And here's the free throw attempt. No good from Murray. Murray has been active out here. He had a nice couple of penetration moves, and he's another sophomore. As the future looking bright here for the Broncos. And here's the second free throw. It would have been a lane violation had it not gone in, but it went in. One of the Longhorns got in there too soon. So Murray gets 1 out of 2. It's a 15-point lead for the Broncos. Stephen Smith gets a pick. Thought about a three, but then Smith was right there with his long arms to deny that attempt. Here's Iroa, left side, no good. Rebound down to Murray, who's able to come out of there dribbling. Nice athletic play by Murray. Here's Harris, down the lane, up and in as he challenges Jaden Gary, and Harris lays it in. Everything's going well for the Broncos. 17-point lead. Gary for the Longhorns. Iroa drives down the lane, lays it up, no good. Tipped up by Gary and no good. We played 3 quarters from the Bronco gym, and the Broncos lead 51-34.
Patrick, they outscored George Ranch in that quarter 20-7. They have established command. We'll be back on VypeFortBend.com.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the players club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, airmen and all-stars, players and presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas. Requires Xfinity TV with X1.
We're back at the Bush Bronco Gym. We're about ready to start the fourth quarter, with the Broncos leading 51-34. They continue to be in total command here since the midway point of the second quarter. The Longhorns with the ball here. We start the fourth quarter. Limbrick, right side elbow jumper is good, and they needed that to get things started here in the fourth quarter. It's a 15-point Bronco lead. Longhorns are going to have a lot more of that. Here's Stewart to the basket. Lays it up wildly, and it's out of bounds off of Murray, who tried to tip it to a teammate, and it went out of bounds. Longhorns got a lot of work to do. Down by 15. Aroa, now Limbrick. He's going to take it all the way to the basket. He's blocked on the shot by Murray. What a nice block. Stewart, alley-oop, slam dunk again for Tyler Smith. What a pass from Stewart to Smith. And he now has 14 points. Limbrick to the basket, lays it up, and he's fouled. How many slam dunks is that for Smith? He got 4 or 5 tonight.
Well, I didn't separate them from Smith or Love, but total I have 7.
So I think Smith has at least 4. He's been getting some nice passes from his teammates. That always helps as Limbrick makes the free throw. He has 2 for 3 from the line in the ball game so far, and he's going to get a second chance here on this appearance at the line. Here's his second free throw. It's good. He cuts the lead back down to 15. They're trying to get it down to 10 to kind of give themselves a little bit of a chance. And now it's a 5-second violation. Murray couldn't get it in. And that's a turnover. So the Longhorns able to put a little pressure on him and force the turnover. Limbrick has it now. He inbounded the ball. Now he's got it back. Right hand dribble into the lane. Floater up, no good. And Smith with a raking rebound gets it down to his teammate now, Ryan Hill. Hill directing a little traffic. He's down out toward the half-court line, taking his time with his team up by 15. He still has the ball now. Hill, he passes it off to Armstrong, who couldn't hang on. He couldn't quite corral that one. Slipped out of his hands and out of bounds. Now we have a substitution coming in. I believe it's Brandon Love. He'll check in for Armstrong. 15-point lead with 6:40 to play. The Longhorns, if they're going to do it, better get busy pretty quick here. Time's running out. Limbrick has it. Right side, 3-point line. Now dribbles into the left elbow area. Now Irosa has it and floats one up and in from about 12 out. Down to 13. Here's Ryan Hill for the Broncos. Now you don't want to slow things down too soon. Sometimes you lose your momentum. Here's Iroa with a steal. He lays it up. No good. Tipped up. No good. And Love comes down with it. Fortunate for the Broncos there. Hill has it. Right side. Jumper. Stewart. No good. Tipped up and in from Murray. He has had a solid bit of time here. The last 5 minutes or so, he's been very active. Limbrick got a pick. Now Gary has it. Right side, Stephen Woods. Floater from 12, no good. Fight for the rebound by Gary, and he lost it out of bounds off of him, and it's still a 15-point lead for the Broncos, and they have the ball.
Something Tyler Smith did to save that possession. He's so long he can go up, straight up from where he is, and reach above another player and control the ball.
Here's a steal on the inbound. Iroa has it, and he's fouled. He'll go to the free throw line. That's only something that I could ever dream about doing, Roger.
By the way,
reaching over someone like that.
Oh, yeah. I was never able to do that either. When we come to the next timeout, I'm going to give you an update in girls basketball playoffs tonight.
Here's the free throw by Iroa. It's no good. That was his first attempt. Can you get it in right now?
I'll wait till we get a break.
All right, here's the second attempt from Isosa Iroa. Here's his free throw. It's off the bracket again. He missed two, and they needed those, but they didn't get them. 5:25 to play, and a 15-point lead for the Broncos here from the Bush Bronco Gymnasium. Harris has it, guarded by Stephen Woods. Still has it, top of the key. Now down to Smith. Passes it to Love. Love has it, left block, lays it up and in. Again, it's just automatic from that spot from Brandon Love. He's at that left block, and it's just a nice little lay-in for him. And it's a 17-point lead again for the Broncos, matching their largest. Stephen Woods to Gary, who lays it in left hand, and a timeout on the floor. 15-point lead for the Broncos. Roger.
All right, well, you know, Patrick, I said there was that possibility we could have a girls' playoff doubleheader scheduled for Tuesday if weather doesn't get in the way. At 5 o'clock at Del Mar Fieldhouse, you'll have Dulles and Jersey Village. And then if Ridge Point's second-round opponent is Houston Heights, then they would have the 7 o'clock game. So we would have two girls' games at Del Mar Fieldhouse. And if Houston ISD didn't make us pay to be there, then I believe we will bring it to our listening audience. And right now, Houston Heights has a 39-21 lead over Cy Ridge, and that game is in the third quarter. So if Heights can hang on, then we will have that doubleheader, at least tentatively scheduled for
Roger,
the new 21st century version of Del Mar Fieldhouse.
Yeah, and you're saying that it can happen as long as the weather cooperates. The Houston ISD's thing, you said something about Houston ISD, their fees or something.
Sometimes they will, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't, but occasionally they will charge you for the privilege of broadcasting a playoff event at one of their facilities. So I'm just kind of hoping that's not what happens.
Yeah.
Because that's kind of cost prohibitive, and then we'd have to go in another direction.
Yeah, well, we'll get the answer to that. Hopefully it'll be a good answer, especially for the Dulles girls and the Ridgepoint girls. It'd be great to bring that action. Broncos have it in the backcourt. Love helps them out. Gets it to Hill now, and a crossover dribble. Down the lane, still going, lays it up and in. Nice penetration by Ryan Hill. He's been a strong player tonight with the ball handling. It's at the back of the 17-point lead. The Broncos have been comfortably in front here most of the second half. Iroa, Stephen Woods, three-pointer, no good. Tipped up by Iroa, and it's no good, but there's a foul on the tip. That looks like the foul is going to be on Tyler Smith.
Yeah, he kind of swatted from behind as the putback try was going up. But another thing that makes Bush such a viable playoff team is when you run into these aggressive teams that press you all over the place and get a lot of steals, it's very convenient to have Tyler Smith and Brandon Love. You can throw them the ball. That's a good, safe thing to do, and sometimes they can hold the ball over their head and get it quickly down the floor.
It always helps to have that size, and now Iroa has missed his last 3 free throws and now make it his last 4. You don't really, that's a frustrating thing if you're a free throw shooter, but you got to get back and play some ball, and he does that by getting a steal to Camper. Lays it up overlays, and the rebound comes down to Murray with a strong rebound for the Broncos. Oh, here they come down to the right side. It's Harris. Down to Love. He's on the right side still. Harris, alley-oop to Smith. That ball's tipped out of bounds. And there's going to be a foul on the Longhorns.
You know, from where we are, sometimes you get a great shot of certain plays, and on that one, you could see the guy who's going to throw the alley-oop. He spots his man, and about 0.7 of a second later lets the ball go. And George Ranch just had to commit a foul. It was kind of like committing pass interference to prevent a touchdown.
It's a 1-on-1 situation. He misses the free throw, and that's his second miss from the line, Tyler Smith. Here's Camper looking down low for Gary, and the ball was tipped out of bounds by Hill. Good defense. The clock shows 3:34. It's going to take some heavy-duty comeback for the Longhorns to get back in the ball game here. Here's a rebound attempt by Iroa. He puts it up. It's short, but it's tipped in by Camper. It almost looked like a little goaltending there, but there was no call. The bucket's good. It's 59-44. Ryan Hill driving and being fouled by Iroa. They did not put that bucket up there yet, but I believe it should be 59-44. And they now just put it up there. Ryan Hill will go to the free throw line. He has 6 points in the ball game. And a lot of good ball handling. What do we got here? Timeout?
I don't know, but let's take a break here.
59-44 Broncos.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
First Tire and Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires, or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
Back here at the Bronco gym, Brandon Love was just fouled by Gary. Jaden Gary pushed him in the back there on a move by Love, and he's going to go to the free throw line. Looks like it's going to be a 1-and-1. Love has 20 points in the game. Here's his free throw. Good. He has had another solid game. Pretty much every time I watch him play, he's having some good ball games. Here's his next free throw. That time it's a little long. And it's saved in bounds, but the Camper is able to come out of there with the ball for the Longhorns. Stephen Woods. He has his pass stolen by Ryan Hill. He's going to take it to the basket, lay it up, and it's going to be another alley-oop for Tyler Smith. What a beautiful pass by Ryan Hill. And it's an 18-point lead. Limbrick, no good. Out of bounds off the Broncos. Boy, they know how to find Tyler Smith on that alley-oop.
Checkmate, baby.
I believe you're right. 2:44 to play in an 18-point lead for the Broncos.
What would Dandy Don Meredith be singing if he were here?
I would say he'd be singing Turn Out the Lights. Stephen Woods to the basket. He's fouled by Harris, who has his arms extended in disbelief. Woods will go to the free throw line for his, let's see how many free throws has he had been to the line yet all night. He'll go to the line for 2. He has 10 points in the ball game. Got off to a quick start in the first quarter. His free throws off the bracket, and the Longhorns have really struggled from the free throw line here. They have made 1 out of, it looks like, 7 or 8. Here's the second free throw missed as well. Here come the Broncos now with 2.5 to play. Left side is Armstrong. Puts it up, no good. Tip, no good. Here's Love again, no good. And they're really fighting hard on the boards. Here's Camper for the Longhorns. Stephen Woods, left side, drives now. And now he hits on the right side. Iroa, who is short on a three-pointer. Here comes Harris for the Broncos, spinning, and there's going to be a foul on the play. The Longhorns hit a brick wall in the second quarter. They were up 25-15. And let's see if we can do quick math here. Since it was 25-15, let's see what the score is. It's 47-19. Is that decent math? Am I right on that, Roger?
I believe so, and we're going to see a couple of seniors come on. Donovan Jacobs waiting to come in along with Rafi Aragun.
Here's a free throw attempt, no good by Harris, and nice opportunity for Aragun or Aragun, depending on how we are going to pronounce it.
Ryan Hill comes out, and I want to say something about Ryan Hill and Cameron Harris. They have great basketball IQ because you see them in the open floor. We've seen some opportunities to throw those long passes down the floor that sometimes result in turnovers. They show good restraint on that.
Yeah. Here's a penetration by Harris. Right side shot, no good. Brandon Love just burrowed his way in there and picked up a foul. It was a pretty good call. He lowered that shoulder a little bit. I don't think it's going to matter a whole lot. 18-point lead for the Broncos. Minute 50 to play. We're playing out the string here. Aroa. Left side for the Longhorns is Stephen Woods. Good pass down to Ryan Harper, who had his shot blocked. I think he got bailed out a little bit there. Harper will go to the line.
You know, it's one thing to get your shot blocked by the fingertips, but he basically blocked that with the heel of his hand.
Yeah, or the wrist.
He could have shot it a foot higher and it might not have cleared his hand.
Yeah, Zion Harper at the line. His free throw is no good. I believe the Longhorns have missed their last 7 free throws. They just can't seem to get one in there. Kind of a microcosm of their game here. Since midway in the second quarter, his next free throw is no good. Ball's tipped around, ends up in the hands of Stephen Woods. Camper down low, Zion Harper lays it in. Nice layup there off the right block. 62-46 now. Brandon Love takes it all the way to the right block area, and he's fouled by Camper, who reaches in there.
By the way, the Houston Heights Bulldogs running away with their playoff game against Cy Ridge. It's now 64-29. So you can count on Heights taking on Ridge Point in round 2 of the girls' playoffs, as the first free throw by Love is missed. And you're also going to have the Dulles girls taking on Jersey Village. And that game will be at Delmar Fieldhouse. So a doubleheader at Delmar Fieldhouse Tuesday, hopefully, but if not, maybe they bump it to Wednesday.
Here's the next free throw from Love. It's no good, and Harper for the Longhorns. A nice rebound. Woods to Camper. He's in the lane, lays it up, and somehow got it in up there, but he was fouled. He kind of wiggled his way through a lot of traffic there. He was able to pick up a foul, and let's see if he can get a free throw in for the Longhorns. Like I said, they've missed the last 8 free throws here in the fourth quarter. They could sure have used those points. Camper, he will roll it in. So they've broken that free throw line ice there. It's a 15-point game with 1:12 to play. Stephen Woods is checking out. Here comes Braylon Easley in the ball game for the George Ranch Longhorns. Free throw is good for Camper. He has 12 points in the ball game. He's 4 for 4 from the line. The rest of the Longhorns having a hard time. Here's the ball tipped out of bounds off of the Broncos. Good play by Camper to force that turnover. 1:11 to play and a 14-point game. Waylon Easley will inbound the ball for the Longhorns. He gets it into Quarles. He's also in the ball game, and also in is Beston. Beston takes the three-pointer. Excuse me, that was not, it was Carter, Julian Carter. Here's the slam dunk, a travel call instead. That was Adagun, or if you want to pronounce it Rogers' way.
Adagun added a step.
He had a little extra step to that high-flying jam that brought the people off their seats, but it unfortunately didn't count for him. Here's the three-pointer, no good. They're looking for Adagun again down low, but they couldn't find him until it was too late.
Get Ruffy another shot.
Here's Harris, three-pointer, no good. Love fights for the rebound against Harper, and they tie it up, or is there a foul? I guess it's going to be a foul on Harper. Zion Harper was fighting for the rebound. Zion Harper had to have played football, Roger.
You know, I was just thinking that. We cover so many teams. We can't memorize every roster as Love makes the first free throw. I don't remember Harper's name, but I'm thinking he should play football.
Well, if he didn't, he's got a football body. And the second free throw from Love is no good. Rebound to Armstrong. He got his shot blocked. Harris comes out of there with it. He's going to hoist up a three, and it's off the bracket. Rebound comes down to Quarles for the Longhorns. He still has it. Passes it down low to the right side on a lay-in for Easley. Nice pass from Quarles to Easley, and that might be the last basket of the ball game. 7 seconds to play. Broncos airing it out here at 63-50. They're going to win the ball game. Well, they're going to call one more turnover. I think they could have let that clock just run out on that.
Sometimes they do, but 72 hundredths of a second remaining for George Ranch to try and get one more score.
Here's the inbound pass.
Too late.
Shot up, no good. At the buzzer, we've played the complete game here from the Bronco Gymnasium. The Broncos defeat the Longhorns 63-50. Are we taking a break? Taking a short break. This is VypeFortBend.com.
First Tire and Automotive is giving you the chance to say the F word and not get in trouble. What? Yes, the F word as in free. Free alignment with the purchase of 4 tires or a free air filter with the purchase of a synthetic oil change. Check the website at firsttireandauto.com for all the details and up to 25% off fluid maintenance services. First Tire and Automotive, a proud sponsor of Fort Bend Vype Sports, is there to make sure your ride is safe to and from practice and the games. Make your appointment today at any of the 4 convenient locations in Sugar Land and Cinco Ranch. All stores open on Saturday. FirstTireandAuto.com.
From first Sunday to Friday after next, Selma to South Central, the beauty shop to the Players Club, we have been Fresh Princes and Baps, Airmen and All-Stars, Players and Presidents. And each and every story is beautifully black, no matter the hue, shade, or tone, because these stories are all our stories. Introducing the Black Experience on Xfinity. It's a new channel, a first of its kind where you choose what's on. So it starts whenever you're ready, and it's endorsed by the African American Film Critics Association. It's a place where you can go to learn, to laugh, to educate, and uplift. To launch your new experience, just say Black Experience into your Xfinity voice remote to instantly enjoy the ultimate in Black entertainment anytime. The Black Experience channel is the new place to experience our stories, only on Xfinity.
Restrictions apply, not available in all areas, requires Xfinity TV with X1.
You everything. We take care of you so you can take care of business. Office Depot Office Max. Taking care of business.
We thank the team at Office Depot, Southwest Freeway at Williams Trace in Sugar Land. Office Depot helps our team at VypeFortBend.com take care of business every day as we bring you Fort Bend County sports every week. VypeFortBend.com basketball coverage has been brought to you tonight by Xfinity with the X1 Sports app. Get up-to-the-minute scores, stats, and standings right on your TV. Change the way you experience TV with Xfinity X1. And by First Tire and Automotive. Make sure your vehicles are in shape for the winter, and aren't we feeling the winter tonight? First Tire and Automotive has locations in First Colony, Greatwood, Katy Cinco Ranch, and on Eldridge Road in Sugar Land. All 4 of those locations are open on Saturdays. For the best prices on tires, go to FirstTireAndAuto.com. Patrick, you've been crunching the numbers, and this was a tale of 2 games. The first one took about a quarter or so, and it was dominated by George Ranch, but after that, it was Bush.
Yeah, it looked like the Longhorns were in good shape, up by 10, and they looked like they were in control. Well, they were in control, and then the Broncos just flipped the switch, and what was it, a 16-2 run to end the first half, and they were up by 4, and they just kept extending that lead in the third quarter, and they were actually rather comfortably in charge most of the second half. Do you want some point totals, Roger?
I was going to say, who led the way for the Broncos and who led the way for the Longhorns?
Well, for the Longhorns, you had 2 players with 13. That would be Stephen Woods and Isosa Iroa. Both had 13. Camper had 12. For the victorious Broncos, you had 22 for Brandon Love. You had 16 for Tyler Smith. Cameron Harris with 9. And then you got Bourgeois with 5 and Hill with 6. So pretty good game for the Broncos. Great second half. And they were
no question about it.
charge.
So it keeps them alive for the playoff spot. And they will play Ridgepoint early next week. We just don't know which day that'll happen. And also, Ridgepoint is playing Elkins tonight. And I have what we used to call in the TV business efforted getting that score, but I was unable to get it, so I'm not sure what's going on between Elkins and Ridgepoint, and I'm also not sure what games will be played on what days next week, so I can't promise that we will broadcast the game between Bush and Ridgepoint, but it'll be a game that if Bush can get the victory, then I think they would avoid a rematch with these George Ranch Longhorns, and they would get their 4th seed in the playoffs outright without an additional game.
Well, based on what I saw tonight, not sure if they would be overly worried about a rematch. But you just never know. Got to play the game. The Broncos definitely had the edge down low. We didn't keep track of rebounds, but they clearly had an edge on the rebound, and they had several possessions where they had 2, 3, 4 chances at the basket as Love and Smith and company were controlling the backboards.
Well, Patrick, I think we need to bow out and say goodnight here because some very nice folks might want us to take a picture with them to commemorate senior night because, our Vype ambassador, Lauren Cook, is being, vetted tonight.
That's right.
All right, so we will say goodnight from Bush, 63-50 the final score as the Broncos not take out completely the George Ranch Longhorns, but they do get one hand on that playoff berth, and hopefully they'll clutch it tightly with 2 hands next week. So for Patrick Kinnick and the whole Vype team, thank you for being with us. We say goodnight from Bush. Our final score is 63-50. You've been listening to VypeFortBend.com.